Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar, and I wanted to go ahead and give you my review of Out of the Park Baseball 15. I am absolutely addicted to this game. It is awesome. It's very, very different. Like, you know, obviously I play a lot of MLB 14, the show. That's great to be able to go ahead and like play the game and everything like that, but I don't get to go that far into the franchise. Like, I don't play, you know, the next season or anything like that, but with Out of the Park Baseball, you definitely get a chance to be able to do just that, which is cool. So basically how it works is you can set the game up as like a general manager of any team as you want, or a commissioner of an entire league, and you just have at it. So like you go ahead and you can customize your team. You can even go ahead and play games, which I will show you in a little bit. This year, I did play a little bit of Out of the Park Baseball 14 on the channel, and my intent was to play a lot more of it when Out of the Park Baseball 15 came out, but just for the sake of time, I haven't been able to go ahead and get to this. But as you can see, it's more like statistics and like, you know, front office stuff than it is more actual like playing each individual game. So here you go, seeing it set up. Now, one of the things that they did introduce this year is an element of 3D, and from what I had been reading in forum posts and things like that, they're definitely looking to go ahead and expand 3D in this game. So, I mean, even right now, it is a work in progress, so I do appreciate that, you know, even though they weren't able to get it fully implemented as they wanted to on the day of release, they have been working on it. So they came out with a new build not too long ago, or they patched the game, so that's kind of why I've been waiting, so I can get this to be a little bit more solid. So I am playing as the Diamondbacks, and I'm going up against the San Francisco Giants, as you can see in this. There are different modding tools that you can have for this game to go ahead and you kind of make it your own experience. So because this is like not a licensed MLB game, you don't see, or like when you originally start up the game, and if you create a league, you're not going to see like the MLB logos or anything like that, but they do make it very easy to mod the game, so that way you can have that type of stuff in there. They also do include images for a lot of the players. Now, I have chosen right now not to implement that because in a previous build of the game, whenever I would play in like 3D mode like this, it would be really, really difficult to be able to see who's who because it would get stretched out, and yeah, so they've got like the face gen feature going, but you can customize like your logo, the hat, the colors, the jerseys, all of that type of stuff, which does add a pretty cool element to the game. You don't even have to start like in the current time either. Like, you can go and you can play a historical league, so you could go replay as 1927 Yankees or something like that if you wanted in, you know, the 1927 season. If you go forward too, they have an evolution type of thing where maybe Major League Baseball adds a few more games to the year, things like that. So it really is a baseball simulator. So I mean, it's really, really cool. The thing that I enjoy is the more front office part of things. So one thing that I've done, and I didn't record any of this, is I did do a season as like the A's, actually number of seasons as the A's. I simulated all of the games, but I would go ahead and I would do like the draft, and then I'd go ahead and do like free agent signings and things like that. Granted, it didn't work out too well, but it was still really cool to be able to, you know, take part in that. And like, they have random events too that add a little bit of awesomeness to the season and unpredictability, which is nice. There's even like unpredictable things that take place while you're playing the game too. Like, I've heard of people getting caught in a hidden ball trick, stuff like that. A lot of it is text-based, as you can see down below, just kind of explaining what's happening, but it is cool. They added a 3D element. You can see where the ball is and what's happening, so you can kind of get an idea. All right, well, flew out to whoever, or hit a home run, base hit, all of that. It does keep a lot of detailed statistics, so if statistics are your thing, this is the game for you. There's a lot that you can export. You can like create your own like news stories and stuff like that as you're going throughout this as well, just to kind of customize it more to you. Now, what I had thought about doing with this is actually start off, because while you can't start at the major league level, you can start off the game as like a general manager for a team that, like a no-namer, and then just kind of work your way up through the big leagues. So that's something I might take a look at doing. But like I said, this game is really addicting. I absolutely love it, though. It is on Steam for those of you who do use Steam. And I'm trying to see exactly how much it is right now. I probably should have gone ahead and figured that out before. You can go to their website as well, and you can go ahead and purchase the game there if you would like. So that way you can just have the application that you just open up if you don't go with Steam or anything like that. But it is $39.99. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so if you don't like the 2D mode either, you can go switch back to the classic 2D setup that they had in the past. So one of the reasons why I love this game, and I hope this makes sense. So I did, and I do have on Steam right now, 2K's baseball sim called Front Office Manager. And I was super excited for it when it really came out, because I was like, Billy Bean's on the front, that is awesome. But that game was really, really complicated, and like there was a big learning curve to get into it, you know, for somebody who is relatively new with baseball sims. And I will admit, with this game, there is a little bit of a learning curve to it, but it's not nearly as much as MLB Front Office Manager. What I would like to see, and from what I hear, the goal is to finally go ahead and implement something like this, is for the games to be fully 3D, just like you would see in, you know, like the show, or again, like Front Office Manager, like with those games, yeah, you could go ahead and like actually watch them unfold. Of course, it was like a quicker version like this, but I think that would add quite a bit and allow me to invest some more time in it, because I do think that while the statistic part of it is absolutely wonderful and what really makes this game, I think it would be a great element for them to implement those things, like, you know, real 3D player models, them actually like participating in the game, if that makes sense, like they actually play it out there in front of you rather than a dot and everything. So I know just from communications and stuff like that from the Out of the Park baseball team, that they do have a guy who's, I mean, his job is just 3D. So that type of stuff would be really, really cool. I know this would be tough, really, really tough to do, but to add an audio portion to it as well, for the actual gameplay piece of it, like right here. So, hey, if they need somebody to do it, I will definitely volunteer my time. If they ever needed somebody to do like the voiceover and stuff like that, that would actually be really, really cool. But I do think something like that would be nice, because as I'm going through this, there is a lot of me clicking the number 1 or, you know, just clicking the mouse to be able to advance it. And that makes sense, because, I mean, you do have like a pitch-to-pitch mode where you can kind of see things in more detail. But especially when you're hitting, I mean, you have a lot of different options, or I guess when you're, when your team's at bat, you have a lot of options. Like you got somebody on base, you can bunt, you can steal, you can hit and run, you can run and hit. Like there's a lot of different things you can do, and man, I am getting killed in this game, as you can see. But yeah, so I definitely recommend this for everybody, and I usually don't go ahead and like give like recommendations really for stuff and all that. Unless I really do think something's pretty cool, and then I'll go ahead and, of course, send that stuff your way. But this is one of those things that I definitely would want you guys to look into. So, I mean, this is like the type of game, like, well, I'm at work or something like that, you know, and I can't be sitting there with a controller. I could definitely be doing something like this, like have this game going, because it's not like, I don't know. I hope this makes sense, but I'm not like absolutely zoned in on what's happening at every single moment. But yeah, I mean, it is cool to see the league unfold, for you to be a part of it and things like that. So I did want to get your guys' take if this is something that you guys would want to see me play periodically. Maybe I could do something where I play, one, post maybe once a week, but it represents an entire month, or something like that. Because I think that'd be kind of cool. Because with this game, while yes, it is nice to be able to see what unfolds over one season, I think the real potential of this game is allowing you to be able to go ahead and see things that happen years and years ahead. Like, you're the GM, you build the team however you want, and yeah, just kind of see where that ends up. So, but yeah, so much detail in this game, and as I mentioned, it'll probably take a while to get used to if you guys buy this. But I mean, it's not going to take that long, and hopefully you guys will be pretty excited about it. So, yeah, I just wanted to give you my review of this game. Now, I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to skip forward to the end of the game, so that way you guys can kind of see, everything that happens towards the end. So, yeah, anyway, just wanted to, again, let you guys take a peek at this. But really, thanks for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. More of this to come later on, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. As always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.